God bless y'all. Hope everybody's good. I'm going to speak on a topic that is very common, but something uncommon about the topic. When people pass away, and we're normally used to saying "sleep in peace" or "rest in peace" to try to console the person who's going through the loss, right? But there's something very specific in the Bible that gives us guidance and tells us whether or not somebody is resting in peace or not. Um, but I do apologize for anyone for anyone that may feel some type of way about this, but it is the Word of God and it is expressed here so that we are aware of it. Isaiah 57, verse 1 to 2. It says, "Good people pass away, the godly often die before their time, but no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that God is protecting them from the evil to come. For those who follow godly paths will rest in peace when they die." So it could be looked at as many different ways, right? Excuse me. You guys are probably thinking like, oh well, if God is protecting uh, the good people from the evil to come, right? So why isn't every good person dying, right? There's so many questions to it. And then the other question is, I'm gonna focus on the main ones. The other question is, um, why are good people passing away? Why do bad things happen to good people, right? And at the end of the day, we're not God. We don't know why God is removing them fully. We don't know the reasons as to what could happen at the end. Some people can become evil, like they could go through something or they could do something and become a terrible person after the fact. Like, and they used to be great, but then they turn into somebody else because of something they go through or something that happened to them. Whatever, like, or something they did makes them become a whole different person, and we just don't know. We don't have the full details, and like I feel like we always question like the reason why, and we want to know everything, but yeah, knowledge is not always power. And I know that's like the saying, knowledge is power, and it is for the most part. But if it's going to like make things harder, or get you in a place where you shouldn't be, or create like a problem, it's not power. It's actually what instead of power, was the opposite of power? Weakness. Yeah, that was I'm half like asleep, but not really. Like I took a medication and I'm just like, bull. But yeah, you're weak. But it says, "For those who follow godly paths will rest in peace when they die." So, in other words, rest in peace are those who follow godly paths. Now, if somebody was not following godly paths, the equation is godly paths equals resting in peace. Ungodly paths equals damnation, no peace after death. That is very, very hard to digest, but it is the truth. And, maybe we have to like switch our wording. And I mean, we don't fully know deep down how that person was, right? Because everybody could show one way and then be completely different within themselves and within their minds with God and the relationship. But it also states, by their fruits they will be known. So the fruits are the fruits of the Spirit, and they are specifically laid out in the Bible. If those fruits are not in those people and they are not actively obeying God and what God is asking them to do, um, it's highly unlikely, whether they speak or whether they were speaking about God or not, whether they were going to church or not. It's not about going to church or about praising God outwardly. It's about what you do with the inside of you, and whatever is inside of you reflects on the outside. And a big one is love. Like, and love does not mean accepting the wrong things, but love endures everything. Like, yes, to a certain extent, like there's a separation because, like you can love, but doesn't mean that you have to constantly be around the same person and allow certain things, right? But you do have to love people no matter what they're going through, no matter what they try to do to you. You have to love them, like truthfully love them, and understand that everybody is in need of Jesus Christ. But if they're not accepting Him in their hearts, like, it's going to be hard for them to be better, And even there's people that serve God and believe in God, and they're still having that struggle of, excuse me, of being good, and godly and full of that love and that mercy of God and that true fruit of God. I will not always be angry. If I were, all people would pass away, all the souls I have made. And His anger, we would all be done. That's it. Really plain. Yeah. So we should at least, say praying for you, praying for your family. But maybe we should stay away from saying sleep in peace or rest in peace, because if the actions of said person does not match the godly path or the godly ways, it's highly unlikely. May God have mercy over us. Love y'all. God bless you.